What's up, guys? Newscaster News 4 here, and today is the first episode of my Madden 17 franchise, the Detroit Lions. I picked up Madden 17 today on the PS4, my first time playing the game. I've only played one game so far, but it was pretty fun. Um, and here's a look at the team. As you can see, Matthew Stafford, Golden Tate, Theo Riddick. Although Amir Abdullah will be starting, I'll be making that change in a little bit later. But here's a look at the initial depth chart and probably the permanent depth chart. There's only one change I made on the team, and it was to sign Johnny Manziel. Um, I have some ideas for Manziel that I won't disclose now, but if you want to know what they are, just think 2008 Miami Dolphins, specifically their game against the New England Patriots. Um, but here's a look at the defense, as you just saw, the special teams. Um, just a look at the players on the team. And I'm going to be doing this series a little bit differently than most people. One thing that I like to do is play all offense. I specifically bought a second controller so I could play all offense in Madden's new CFM mode. So I will be doing that for every game I play. And in the off season, I will be doing 32 team control, which will enable me to have real rookies in their draft classes. So you'll see guys like Deshaun Watson and Leonard Fournette in 2017, and in 2018 you'll see Josh Rosen to whatever team he goes to, and the players in the 2018 draft class, Saquon Barkley, some others. You'll see them as well. Here's a look at the roster, kind of just going over it. As you can see, this team is somewhat talented. They have yet to take the next step, though. They need to. They're kind of middle of the road, basically, and my job is to take them to that next step and take the Lions into becoming perennial playoff contenders and hopefully getting that first playoff win since 1991. The goal of this franchise is to keep up. I don't know what I'm saying. The goal of this franchise is to just survive without Calvin Johnson. We want to be able to make sure that obviously he'll be missed, but we want to replace his production, and it's up to guys like Marvin Jones and Golden Tate to step up and do that. As you can see, there's Johnny Manziel. I have some plans for him, but he did get injured in the preseason, sadly. So you won't see those plans until about week 7, I guess. But yeah, um, there's a look at the rest of the roster right there. And yeah, so here's a look at our team schedule. If you guys were wondering, I'm not gonna play the preseason because mostly all I do in the preseason is just screw around, throw a bunch of deep passes which normally result in interceptions, and then I quit in the second quarter. Um, I mostly just screw around in preseason, so I don't think it's necessary for me to show that or to play it for that matter. But there's a look at our schedule. It's going to be a tough year. If you guys are wondering, I set the goal this year for 8 wins. I hope we can accomplish that, and I hope you guys do enjoy this series. Like and subscribe for a new episode coming tonight or tomorrow.